Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making some super simple but really delicious whoopie pies. We're starting with the cake mix to make it extra easy. So we'll go ahead and get started and talk about them as we go. In the bowl I've got 1 stick of softened butter. I went ahead and beat it up a little bit just to make sure that it's nice and smooth. To that I'm going to add 1 chocolate cake mix. 3 eggs. Now ideally when you start this, all of your ingredients will be at room temperature. So while you're softening your butter, go ahead and put your eggs on the counter and the sour cream too. That way everything will mix together a little bit easier. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of sour cream. I love sour cream and yogurt and baked goods. I just think it adds some really great texture. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up real quick. Okay, as you can see, we have a nice thick kind of cross between cookie dough and cake batter. So now I'm going to scoop this onto my cookie sheet. I've got it lined with a silicone baking mat, but you can use parchment paper if you'd like. I'm going to use my medium cookie scoop. If you want to make smaller whoopie pies, you can use a small one and just take a couple minutes off of the baking time. I will tell you about all of that on the post, so if you click below, you can get the printable recipe and get all the information that you might need. So I'm actually making these cookies today for a wonderful organization, Cookies for Kids Cancer. This post is kind of being done in conjunction with some great companies. So I donated $100 to Cookies for Kids Cancer, and then OXO, Mediavine, and Imperial Sugar all matched that donation. So my $100 became $400 that'll go towards pediatric cancer research. So I've participated in this event several times over the years. Pediatric cancer is a cause that is near and dear to my heart. We had a friend's nephew had cancer when he was 2, and so we learned about the shortcomings of how pediatric cancer research is done right now. So ever since then, we've become sort of advocates for better research and better treatments for our smallest cancer warriors. So I'm going to go ahead and get these scooped. Then what I'm going to do to make the tallest and thickest and cakiest and most wonderful cookies, I'm going to go ahead and chill these scooped out the way they are for about a ½ hour. Then I'm going to roll them real quick just to make sure that they're as fat as possible, and then bake them for about 10 minutes. And that'll give you the cakiest, yummiest cookies. So this is about half the batch here. I'm going to go ahead and do the other half, get them chilled, rolled, and baked, and then I will see you when they're done, so we can get them. All right, so our cookies are done. They're nice and soft and cakey. It's hard to show you the texture, but they've got a nice soft feel to them. This is half of them. It makes 24 individual cookies, so it'll make 12 whoopie pies, and these are pretty good size, as you can see. Now I'm going to make a peanut butter marshmallow fluff filling to go inside. I've got 1½ cups of creamy peanut butter here. And I'm going to add a 7-ounce container of marshmallow fluff. If you don't want to do peanut butter in the middle, you could do like marshmallow fluff buttercream would be really good. For some reason, I just think it needs a little marshmallow in there. I'll go ahead and get this cleaned out. Now I'm going to beat this up a little bit just to get it mixed. Now I should say that this would probably not be a good time to use like a natural peanut butter that kind of splits. You just want to use your kind of traditional creamy peanut butter in here. Now I'm going to add a cup of powdered sugar. Get that mixed in. Now this is pretty thick and crumbly, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of milk, just enough to get it to a pipeable consistency. It shouldn't take very much, so we're just going to add like a teaspoon or two, and then you can adjust to get it to how you like it. I do want it to stand up to the sandwich a little bit and hold its shape, so I'm not going to add very much here. All right. Now once your filling is creamy, we'll go ahead and get it loaded in a piping bag. You can very easily just spread this over your cookies, but it's kind of fun to pipe it on. So as you can see, we've got a nice sticky, creamy frosting here that kind of came together with the milk. I'll load it in my piping bag. I just have an open star tip on here. Again, you can just use a knife and spread it on your cookies if you would prefer. That definitely would make it go a little bit faster. But it's kind of fun to pipe on some frosting. Get the air worked out of our bag here. All right, we'll just go ahead and pipe some on. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, because you're just going to cover it up anyway. So there you go, a peanut butter and chocolate whoopie pie. Go ahead and make one more. All right, well, I hope you give these yummy whoopie pies a try. Thanks for watching. If you want more information about the Cookies for Kids Cancer, I'll leave a link below. Like I said, there's also a link to the recipe below. I have tons of great cookies on my site, so feel free to look around while you're there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.